You have to accept that this is the life you're living now, okay?
I'm talking.
Hello besties, welcome back to this week's Sahar Sunday video. If you couldn't tell by the title, we're doing something a little bit different this time. We're talking beginner's guide to fitness. I just love fitness. It's been like my number one thing that's kind of got me through this year, through all the turbulence and stuff that I've been through. I've always been scared to post about it and like do stuff with it just because I feel like the internet ruins everything that you like. I just don't want that to happen with fitness and stuff. But you guys wanted the video. I'm at about 8 months right now of consistently going to the gym, and it just kind of shows like the progress that I've made. I know how hard it was for me to kind of get into and how scary it can be, especially when you're like younger, to like get into fitness. First things first, we're going to talk about like the fitness aspects about it, and then I want to get into diet and food and stuff after. Starting with fitness things, I don't weigh myself. I don't believe the number represents anything. Like, I'm also taller, so I always found my scale number was like bigger than other girls. 130 pounds looks different on everybody. Like, it's not gonna look the same, so I really just don't care about the number. When you get really into fitness and weights and muscle and stuff, muscle weighs a lot more than fat. You can weigh less and still not be healthy, so I don't do it. I personally don't love cardio.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
There is benefits to cardio, so if you like cardio, do it. For me, I hated it. One of like the rules of thumb that I've kind of learned with the gym is like, if there's something that you're doing that's making you hate working out and making you not want to work out anymore, stop doing it. Replace it with something else. You're gonna kill all the progress you could be making because you just like are doing something you hate. I do weight train heavily. I love weights. I remember when I first started working out, I was like, I don't want to use weights because I don't want to be too muscular. And my brother was like,
Sahar, bro, like, do you know how hard people have to work to get to that point?
and it's so true. Don't be afraid of weights. So on the note of weight training, what you have to do is progressive overload. Progressive overload basically means just like doing something to make the workout harder every time. Should I teach you guys the lingo first? Reps and sets, okay? So like reps is like repetition, like how many times you're repeating the set. Sets means how many times you're gonna be repeating that section. So if you see someone saying like 8 times 4, it means you're gonna do 8 squats 4 times. So progressive overload, for example, for me, it's like every 2 or 3 weeks, I like start adding weight to it. So I might add 5 pounds. That can also mean doing more reps, which we just learned that word. It could be doing more reps of it. So instead of 8, you could be doing 12 times 4, you know? And it can even be taking shorter breaks in between each set. Remember what that word meant. The main thing you have to focus on is like every few weeks doing something to make it a little more difficult for you. Number one thing that I cannot emphasize enough, if you are trying to get into fitness, you need to know and remember this word: consistency. Consistency is the number one thing. You have to just keep going.
Just do it!
Like, you have to accept that this is the life you're living now, okay? For me, I think it was really important having a schedule. Over the summer, it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was having a leg day. Tuesday, Thursday, I was doing like a light upper body, and then I gave myself Saturday and Sunday off every week. That was always my routine. Now, for example, with my school schedule, it's a lot harder. So now my new routine is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I give myself Sunday and Monday off. I try to do upper body sometimes, but I like don't care about upper body, okay? I don't. I'm a girl. I don't care. I can't even lie to you guys and be super passionate about upper body. I'm not. Guys, we are gonna be talking about like eating and food, maybe using some lingo that could be triggering, but I'm not promoting EDs, so it might even be a safe space. But just in case, if you think you're easily triggered by it, that's your warning. Maybe don't watch this section if you're not going to be into that. Now let's get into another factor that's just as important as literally the gym aspect, which no one ever gives it credit for: your diet. Diet is just how you eat. Diet does not mean we're gonna not eat and la da da. Diet is just how you are eating in general, okay? It's not a scary big word. I feel like people make it a scary bad word, but it's not. I will never ever 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 in a million years promote starving yourself. Actually, if you look into it and you do your research on it, it actually slows your metabolism down over time. I don't promote that. I don't agree with it. That's not what I do. That's not how I got the progress that I got. I eat. I'm a girl who eats, okay? But the main thing I want to talk about: protein. That is your best friend. I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat like meat proteins, but like I do get mine in like plant ways, like lots of beans, peas, chickpeas, nuts, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt. That is my best friend. And then water. If you're gonna be working out, you need to drink water. As for supplements, question mark, I use creatine. But here's the thing with creatine: you're gonna blow. For like the first month that you're on it, you're gonna blow. You're gonna be confused. You're gonna be like, what? Everybody told me creatine is like this magical powder. Like, what do I do? It takes time. Do not take creatine if you're working out like once a month. For food in general, I'm just gonna talk on my personal experience with how I changed how I ate. Prior to me getting into this workout era, I was eating like a lot of like pasta, ravioli, cheese on my ravioli, cheese on my pasta. It wasn't necessarily the most unhealthy thing on earth, but but I was going in on it. There's like small things I've done to kind of change. So one thing is I do try to have like smaller portions now. Portion control is definitely really important with like everything that you eat. Too much of anything isn't gonna be good for you, you know? Instead of like my classic like pasta, ravioli, Nutella, la da da da, I have like chickpea pasta, and it's so much more protein. So in general, the biggest switch you can make is just have a little less than you normally have. Instead of ravioli with cheese on top, maybe like do less cheese, just less, you know? And then the next thing is sugar intake. I love sugar. I'm a sugar queen. I love a sweet treat. I still have a sweet treat, don't get me wrong. I have my sweet treats all the time. I can't even lie. But I do know that I did see a lot of progress when I started reducing my sugar a little bit. And that's all I want to say for beginners, what you should know for like diet and food. Now we have the follow through workout. You guys can like come back to this video, but I'm gonna give you the disclaimer that this isn't the exact workout that I do, because like I said, I weight train. I do these workouts, but I do them with weights. I'm giving you guys a beginner option because this is kind of how I started, was working out at home. But starting off with this, like just for a couple months even before you get to go into the gym, get to go into wherever, it's a great start. So I definitely recommend doing this a couple times a week. Pick 2 days of the week that you want to do this and just do it. It'll get you in the routine of working out. For this one, we're not going to be doing reps and sets. We're just going to be doing straight reps. I'll go nice and slow just so that we can do it together, okay? These are the exercises we're doing today and what you're going to need. I won't be doing breaks, but if you need one, pause the video and get back to it. We're starting with squats. Remember to keep a neutral back, your toes slightly pointed out, and do a wider stance to target your glutes more. You want to push from your heels on the way up, not from your toes. And on your way up, make sure you're pushing out with your knees. If you let your knees go in, it'll start targeting a different muscle. And we're halfway through the squats, only 10 more to go. You got this. And straight into RDLs, this is one of my favorite exercises. For this, you're only standing shoulder width apart and you want to push back. You want to push through your hips, do not just bend down. And you only need to go down until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. And we're halfway through RDLs. Aren't these so fun and so easy? Only 10 more. Next, you want to just roll out your mat or even just lay on the floor. If you want that shelf, bridges and hip thrusts are your best friend. You're going to lay down and make sure your feet make like a 90-degree angle to your knees. Use your hips to literally thrust up, squeeze at the top, and bring yourself down. Are you guys feeling the burn yet? It's okay, only 10 more. For single leg bridges, the only main differences in form is you're gonna either lift up a leg or cross up a leg like how I did. Make sure you keep your hips straight, don't let it go all loosey-goosey wobbly, and control the movement. Now switch legs. See, that wasn't so bad. Goddamn, look at that. And you know how I got that? Donkey kicks. For this, you're starting on all fours and just pushing one leg back. And again, no loosey-goosey hips. Control the movement. And switch to the other leg. Isn't this one like kind of fun? And for one of my least favorite exercises, but will give you that shelf, step ups. You can use a bench or stairs, put one foot on the bench, hinge your hips back, push through your heel, control the movement, and don't let your foot sit on the ground after. Like, just tap the ground and get back up. Now we're switching our legs, and this is our last one. The way I was out here thinking that was gonna be so easy because I was like, oh, it's just body weight, like that actually burned. Damn. So that's it for this week's Sahar Sunday video. If you saw a mess behind me, no, you didn't. Mind your business. But I hope you guys loved it. I hope you guys loved my little fitness things. I hope you guys like fitness video, fitness vibes, la da da. If you want more like workout routines, if you want at-home workouts, if you want my eating, my food, my la da da, like whatever, what I eat in a day, what I eat in a week, those kind of things, let me know because I would do them. I will if you like them. So love you guys. See you next week on Sahar Sunday.